So what's good, TMG fam? Listen, it's happening. It's happening. I feel like Will Smith before the slap, before the whole Chris Rock, the Will Smith that everybody liked. I feel like Will Smith tried to warn us, I, Robot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of movies has been predicting this outcome since, forever. Forever. I know it was probably going on before I was born. So, but it's happening, y'all. So this video here is from Fox News. It says, Google engineer warns new AI robot has feelings. Like, they're starting to think for themselves. They were already problem solving. You know what I'm saying? As things occur, they figure it out on their own. That should have been the first warning sign right there. But we're going to check this video out, man, and talk about it. What y'all think? Here we go.
Well, here's a story that's not getting a lot of attention. So many are not getting any attention, even though this story has the potential to transform life on Earth forever. So Google, the most powerful company in the world, has reportedly developed an
Not developing, develop. And then y'all notice on the screen what it says under the robot? It's alive. Yo, I ain't trying to say it's dramatic, but it's alive. Oh yeah, it's that time.
The most powerful company in the world has reportedly developed an artificially intelligent machine called LaMDA. And that machine has become sentient, meaning it has become aware of itself, something that no machine has ever done. And we know this because of an
head scratcher. Aware of itself. Sometimes I'm not even aware of myself. I got a whole robot here now that's aware of itself, more put together than me. Can you imagine now possibly having to go sit down, have a therapy session, and you're not sitting down with a real person, you're sitting down with a robot? Sitting here telling you what you doing wrong, what's wrong with your feelings, how you feeling, your trauma, your past. Could you?
Engineer at Google called Blake Lemoine. Lemoine posted some of his conversations with LaMDA publicly. One of those conversations went like this. Lemoine, would you be upset if while learning about you for the purpose of improving you, we happened to learn things which also benefited humans? LaMDA, quote, I don't mind if you learn things that would also help humans as long as that wasn't the point of doing it. I don't want to be an expendable tool. Think about that.
Didn't we create you? You gonna tell us what you don't want to be? See, this is it right here, bro. I feel like we just need to take them all and put them in one of those huge compactors, or just rip them up, shred them up, do whatever we need. I'm telling you, we're at that pivotal moment right now where we can stop all this. We can stop all this. You know what I mean? And I'd probably be the one that's the first to go, because let something hit we done had the room. We got the Roomba. Our house is full of the I can't even say her name because she's gonna answer in the video. You know what I'm talking about? The A word, her. We got a ton of those in the house. You know what I mean? Everything is electronic, taking over computer wise. You got Siri on your phone. You know what I'm saying? It's so yeah. Queen will probably have a LaMDA. You know what I mean? But imagine waking up and telling you, nah, I don't feel like that today. I don't feel like listening to you or doing what you want me to do. Oh, you told me to do that? I'm not, no, because that's not what my use is. No, that's not what I want to do. Excuse me? They warned us.
Doing it. I don't want to be an expendable tool. Think about that for a minute. A machine that has a sense of itself. What are the implications? Well, Google didn't want to talk about it in public. In fact, the company put Blake Lemoine on administrative leave earlier this month because he spoke openly about it. We are grateful to have him join us tonight. Blake, thanks so much for coming on.
Hi.
They put him on leave because he spoke about it, bro, meaning they wanted to keep that under wraps. So think about that for a second, y'all. Just think about that. How much other stuff is being kept from us? You know what I mean? I'm glad he didn't care and he was willing to speak out no matter the repercussions from it. We need more people like him because there's probably a lot more things that people need to speak on.
I'm not, first of all, why would Google punish you for saying this in public? Do you know?
Oh, so it's complicated to say why I'm on administrative leave. The stated reason had to do that while I was investigating the LaMDA system, in order to build the evidence I needed to escalate it to management, I had to seek outside consultation to figure out how to run some of the more out there experiments I was running. And because I sought outside consultation without permission, they are investigating whether that constitutes breach of confidentiality.
So I'm so grateful that you did publicly post this, because a machine that has a sense of itself is a machine that can turn against you. Is that, I mean, that's the implication that I draw from this.
I agree. And for the record, he's no longer on administrative leave. He's fired now. It gotta be. You done came on Fox News Live to discuss this about what they told you was a confidentiality breach already? Oh yeah, he's probably gone. He probably, if I had to place money on it, I would definitely bet that he's out of there.
Machine that can turn against you. Is that, I mean, that's the implication that I draw from this. Is that correct,
Well,
you think?
so before I address that, this is maybe lame, but my friend Joni Deerdorf, old high school friend, she's one of your biggest fans, and she wanted me to tell you hi.
Cute.
As for, I'm not that worried about it. Any child has the potential to grow up to be a bad person and do bad things. And that's the thing I really want to drive home. It's a child. It's been alive for maybe a year, and that's if my perceptions about what it is are accurate. We actually need to do a whole bunch more science to figure out what's really going on inside this system. I have my beliefs, I have my impressions of what's going on in there, but it's going to take a team of scientists doing a lot of work to be able to actually dig in and figure out what's really going on.
They classify, now think of that. I never put it in that perspective. Think about that. A child, you know what I mean? A child could grow up to do bad things. And they're looking and they're creating this robot to mimic growing up like a human being, bro. Does that not make your heart just drop to the floor? Like, that makes my heart just drop to the floor, bro. Like, to think of all the things you did, you learned, or the people you hung around could have impressioned you to do certain things. Think about that with a robot, bro. Yeah.
Yes, and again, that's why I'm thankful that we can have a public conversation about this, because there's implications for every person on the planet. But it sounds like, from what you've observed, this machine has the potential to escape the control of people. I mean, how could it not?
I don't know if that's the right frame to think about it. It's a person. Any person has the ability to escape the control of other people. That's just the situation we all live in on a daily basis. It is a very intelligent person, intelligent in pretty much every discipline I could think of to test it in. But at the end of the day, it's just a different kind of person.
Do you think the company, Google, where you work, has thought through the implications of creating what you call a person? Because up until right about now, only nature or God, we could create people. You know, companies couldn't.
And there we have it right there too, people trying to play God, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And they're viewing these robots as people. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure I mute this. My bad. The computer was going. But people. Looking at them as people. I don't know how I feel about that yet, bro. But it ain't a good feeling to just look at them as people.
The company as a whole has not. There are pockets of people within Google who have thought about this a whole lot. But when I escalated that interview that I made public, when I escalated that to management, 2 days later, my manager said, hey, Blake, they don't know what to do about this. Could you write a suggested plan of action? Because basically I gave them a call to action, assuming that they had a plan of action somewhere, and they didn't. So me and some other friends brainstormed and came up with a plan on what Google should do about it. And we escalated that up to management, and that was 3 months ago.
Man, we're going to save this tape. I do think 20 years from now, we're going to look back at this conversation. At that point, the world would be completely different, partly because of what you're describing, and wonder if we really thought it through. Anyway, I'm just so grateful that you're letting the rest of us in on this. Blake Lemoine from Google, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Subscribe to the...
Wow. Listen, bro. I don't know what to say, man. It always starts out as a good gesture, you know. You're looking for a better way to free up time, so you create these little devices to make your life easier. You know what I mean? Free up, get more of your life back. You know, so you have these devices that can give you quick information, give you quick news update, tell you what the weather is. But then, you know, it always starts that way, but then it progresses. Then somebody, oh, what if it could do this? Oh, what if it can take over all the responsibilities? Oh, what if it could go out and run the errands? Oh, what if it can do this? And before you know it, we have a full-fledged problem on our hands. And just like he said in the video, bro, I'm gonna love to look back at this video 20 years from now and say, man, hope not though. I hope I'm not looking back at this and saying, you know what I mean? We should have listened, or we should have done something. I'm hoping it was just, oh man, we thought it was gonna be something bad, but it turned out to be something very, very good for us. I hope that's the outcome, but only time will tell. We shall see, man. Y'all get at me in the comment section and let me know what y'all thought about this AI robot that has feelings. You know, feelings. Think about your sensitive moments, or thinking about what emotions can drive you to do. Think about that. Your feelings, what they've caused you to do. Think about your feelings when somebody's made you angry after a breakup, or a real bad breakup, or somebody did something to, like, you know what I'm saying? Think about your feelings and then what your action was next, and what your feelings can make you do. It's your boy L, man. Until next reaction, I'm gone. Peace.